When we see like breasts, or we see like hips, or we see like a woman with a nice bum, we can't control that, bro.
It's challenging. This is why most men don't want to be there.
For real.
The sex part is fun. It's fun, you know. Who doesn't love sex? You know what I'm saying?
I'm a man, so I'm gonna keep it funky. The temptation to look is there. The temptation to touch, that's where, those aren't man's man. These are idiots hanging out with each other.
Bro, you got to understand.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you how I think. I want the kind of friends that are so real with me that sometimes I look in the mirror and say, why did I do that?
The following episode contains an open and honest discussion about infidelity, specifically involving husbands who cheat on their wives. Some listeners may find this topic emotionally triggering or uncomfortable. Our intention is not to shame or sensationalize, but to explore the realities, impacts, and complexities of this issue. Listener discretion is advised, and we encourage you to take care of your emotional well-being while engaging with this content. Please go to another video if you're easily triggered. Don't be upset with Drazzy and Fred.
I grew up in that kind of household where like, I didn't do nothing with my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like first time I ever played football or anything, I've none of that stuff. You know what I mean? But from my household, obviously growing up in a Nigerian household and them things there, it was literally just about just putting food on the table and that's it. My man come to the yard, we don't even talk. You know that was there.
You know, it's funny because one thing about me, like my father was around even after him and my mum split up. He was still around. They split up when I was like 6 years old because my father was I've said it before, a lot of people know it. If they don't know it, they've heard it somewhere on one of my podcasts. My father was a serial womanizer, bro.
Okay.
Serial womanizer. Like I've got loads of brothers and sisters from different mothers.
Papa was a player, player was a papa.
You know what I mean? And it's funny because he was married to some of them and then he wasn't married to some of them. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I've always said, like from little, seeing the way it made my mum feel. And it's funny because one thing about West African women, they've got away, especially I don't know if it's similar to Nigerian women. I've dated a Nigerian woman, so I know there's some similarity there, right? But she wasn't a mother, so I don't know for a fact. But Ghanaian mothers, especially those who are no longer with the husbands, sometimes when they get angry, you're the aim of their frustration. But but they'll still love you and support you like 100%. But whenever like you say or do something that reminds you of that man, it's almost like you are a representation of him and it's time for them to take it out on you. Like I remember one time my mum saying, "Yabioche, oche." Now in my language that means go and ask your dad, go and ask that dad, go and ask your dad. But it's like in a way where it's like you can feel that frustration, bro. Do you understand? And it was always something like maybe I'll ask for a pair of trainers and they were expensive and like, oh, you never buy me expensive trainers. And she would like flip and say, "Yabioche," which means go and ask your dad, go and ask your dad. And that's her way of saying, I'm doing this all on my own. That's where that frustration, subconsciously, what she's saying is I'm doing this all on my own and you're not appreciating it. But I'm too young to get it. I just want those pairs of trainers that everyone's got and I don't have. Do you understand? Because I never got the expensive trainers when I was younger. I never did. Do you know what I mean? The first pair of brands I got, my older brother bought for me. My older brother, Gus, I remember him coming to my school and he had a pair of Adidas and he gave it to me for everyone. And I felt like the man. I was in like primary school, I think. And then the second expensive pairs was my middle brother, Biggs. He took me to Kilburn High Road and said, pick what you want. Because he had got a job and he felt like the man. And he wanted to like, you know, look after his little brother. You know, and I always said, when I get older, because like I said, all throughout that time that my mum is saying these things or, you know, my mum is looking after us on her own, my father's still calling up, checking on us. When I go to Ghana, I spend time with him. So I never felt like they were separated. I knew that they were separated, but I didn't feel part of that separation. There wasn't no commotion in the yards. There was no argument. No, you know one thing about my mum and my dad, I never saw them argue once. I never saw them argue once. I never saw my mum disrespect my dad. Never saw my dad disrespect my mum. Nah, my dad was giving my mum some Tyson blows. I'm not gonna lie, bro, I was putting her in a headlock and then things there. Like, I remember, bro, I swear down.
blood. But I swear down DDT, all sorts, bro. You know them ones there, but
Your dad was trained by Customado.
oh, listen, bro. No. Anyway, bro. But now I'm laughing about it.
My
but
dad was giving my mom Tyson blood.
If you go back and listen to like my song, like the ride and them things, you can see that's like one of my first bars on them on there and them things there. Cause it's that's how man just makes humor and stuff in it. But that's what no them ones
that was
there.
The reality,
like, there was furniture moving in my yard, and it went. You know what I'm saying? It went no home improvement or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was different. Anyway.
Oh man! Anyway, yeah, I always said I was gonna be different. I always said I was gonna be like one wife, one set of children from that one woman. Do you know what I'm saying? Because bro, oh man, I'm never gonna get into all my brothers and sisters from different mothers, man. Like the fight.
And you know what it is as well? Why I've always, even like with my wife here, I said to we like, do you know what? Not even just gassing or nothing. That's like my perfect woman. That's like she is. I'm so glad that God put us together and we're married. Do you know what I'm saying? And we got this unity we got and stuff. Yeah. But bro, like I can't remember what my point was. What my point was. Yeah. So I'm never gonna like be in a point. I'm never gonna be. I don't believe. You never know what life's gonna throw at you, but I don't believe I'm ever gonna be in a point where like I have to raise my kids by myself. Or I'm gonna be like a single parent or not, because like we both vouched, and you know what it is as well. Yeah, I grew up in a single not single parent. So I lived with my mum. Obviously, my dad was married to another woman and all them things there. So like you grew up in step families and stuff.
Yeah,
and then I had to go live with my dad and them things there, and then living with my stepmom, and then like, yeah, bro, it was just like all of that is mad because we're living with a woman that man knows she blatantly don't like us. You know that was there, but she gonna play off to my dad like, yeah man, they're cool, blessed. They're like rubbing the back of my skull and them things. They're like, yeah man, everything's good, but it's not. As things play out over the years, and you see like one or two little things and all that stuff, but but anyway, seeing all that and coming up in that kind of household and that kind of structure, I said to myself, allow all of that. I want one wife, one family under one roof.
Yeah,
none of that stuff. No them ones there. And I'm gonna show even like little things like my son goes like when he used to go swimming, he likes swimming now, but he never liked it at first. Like I kept taping him because one of the lessons I'm trying to show him is there's gonna be bare things in life you don't like.
Yeah,
you just gotta keep at it. Yeah. You just gotta stick at it and keep going because you know what I'm saying. Life's gonna throw you many curveballs. You just the better you can ride it, the better you're gonna be. You know what I mean? Yeah. The survival, because bro, it's deep out here. A lot of people, even though they're alive, they're not surviving in them things there. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not. They're just literally just holding on and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. And what you said about, you know, your wife being like a blessing, and you're glad that God sent you two guys together to do this life thing. I feel the same about my wife, bro. Like sometimes even when I'm driving to and from work, I just thank God. I'm just grateful for my wife and my daughter. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for the lifestyle that we have. I just think, you know what? I'm just so blessed sometimes. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm really, really grateful, bro. I know there's people doing way better or whatever, but way better in what sense? Do you understand? Way better in what sense? Sometimes it's like we don't realize that, okay, he may have a nicer car or he may have a nicer home or whatever, but does he have a great relationship with his wife? Does he have a great relationship with his in-laws? Does he have a great relationship with his children? Like, I know there's loads of rich men out there and their kids don't even want their money, bro. That's how much they hate them. They don't even want that thing that everyone's hustling for.
Facts. Because, like, I always say, like, no, what God gifts you, no man-made thing can ever. The blessings can't ever be measured. Yeah. Like the feelings can't ever be measured. Yeah. And then things there. So, like, but I feel more sorry for, like, I got a brethren, yeah. I know you got brethren, like this. Obviously, see, like this single parent home thing, it's more common that we'd like to know and stuff. And I don't know why it is, because I feel like, fellas, guys, brothers, I swear down, man need to start picking properly. Man need to go back. Do you know what? Yeah, man, them, I'm not going to say they're dumb, but literally they're numbskulls. Listen to this, yeah? Like, Man are literally just looking at women just as physical pleasure. Bro, do you know, like, there's so much more to a woman and a gal and them things there. Bro, you know, most man, if you said to me, yeah, you can have like a gal that's like a baddie, a Beyonce and them things there, but she got no peas, she's a city girl, whatever, but that could be your gal, or get a thing that looks like fucking, I don't even know, bro. I'm trying to think of
Whoopi
someone
Goldberg.
now. I don't know.
I'm joking.
Huh? Yeah, like a Whoopi Goldberg kind of thing. Say, you know what?
Forgive us, guys.
No, but but why Whoopi Goldberg's she's not ugly though. But it's just obviously the different standards and all that stuff. Anyway, it's just like you having Beyonce, the sexy girl, A-class, she got all this aesthetics, looks beautiful and them things there. All the man them want her. And you got a next thing. She don't really care about aesthetics. She's well put together and all them things there. But like she don't really care about aesthetics. She more cares about home,
values, morals, etiquette, mannerisms,
morals. She doesn't go out in revealing clothes. She wears proper.
She's moderate.
Proper clothes. She don't care about social media and all these things that everyone else cares about. Bro, if you ask me come on, bro. Come on. This is man, they need to start picking a bit more carefully.
Yeah,
bro.
but
these are lifelong decisions.
Yeah.
Like, like man them, see what we're both married, innit? Man them think that's a big thing to do, but they'll sleep and breathe a thing tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm never going to break up with my wife, but if you want to break up tomorrow, it's just marriage. It's just a paperwork. Rip that up. You know what I'm saying? We'll sort out in court when we need to.
Yeah.
A kid. Come on. Where you going? Where we going here?
Bro, a lot of people don't realize, you know, there's certain things you just can't rewind the clock. That's why you have to be careful with your temper, because there's certain things. Listen, I've learned so much since I got married, bro. Like, anyone who's not had an argument with their partner is a liar, right?
Oh, come on, that's
bro.
Right.
I've learned about what you say that you can't take back because of the heat of the moment. I remember, like, there's certain arguments me and my wife had. It's funny because at the beginning we had a few arguments. Since then we've not had many arguments. We've had fallouts, like she'll be vexed with me, I'll be vexed with her, and we won't talk for like a couple of hours. Then we realize I'll make her a cup of tea and it's water on a duck's back and that. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of like massive arguments, we've not had any of that. And the reason being, we've learned to value each other and show it. So I'm not gonna let my ego get the best of me. Like I'm not scared to lose you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm gonna be careful what I say. But I remember at the beginning, bro, I even had one lyric where I said, my words can cause damage, so I watch what I say, something like that. Because you have to be very, very careful, like the woman that you decide to like not wear a condom with, because you can't take that back. If she says, I want to keep it. See, that's the thing. A lot of people, and I'm not going to go off track, I'm just going to make this example. A lot of people get angry with women who decide to keep the children, like the whole Mo Gilligan situation, But, bro, when the women say my body, my choice, I used to think this sounds so stupid and cliche, but from when you've put that seed inside of her, if you want to be the father, then as a family unit, it's a joint decision. But if you don't want to be the father, that's her body, bro. What are you going to do? Rip it out of her stomach? It's her body.
Just up tomorrow, literally, and just cut and just walk away. And what could she do? Nothing, bro. All she'll do is raise that child on her own. And this is the reason why a lot of women are angry and they're saying things like, I don't need no man. A lot of people think that I don't need no man sounds ghetto and cliche. But I see why some women say that, bro, because, bro, do you know, like, bro, I'm not. The women are, do you know what, as much as.
Hold on, let me just finish that point. When I was saying about like that saying, I don't need no man, Obviously, there's certain women that just say it because it sounds like a good, like, slogan now, but
good rebuttal.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? But the women who really coined that phrase, it came from a place of real emotion and real thought. Because imagine, bro, just look at life. Look at life. Like, I've made a lot of choices in life that I'm grateful for making, and I've made some that I regret making. But I'm lucky that I'm a man. My regrets in comparison to like all the good choices I've made, that my good choices outweigh a lot of my regrets. I've got a few regrets that I cringe over sometimes. I just think of it when I'm driving and go, and I can't even control the outburst because I just hate the thought of it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I can thank God that none of those regrets are living with me now in the present time. They're all past memories. Do you understand? Like, I know people, those regrets are living with them right now. There's people, who literally look at their children and see regret. look at the woman they've got a child with and see regret.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time, in that moment of lust, you couldn't control yourself, and you knew if you came inside of her, you're going to possibly have a child. There's no other reason what semen is for. I know a lot of these porn sites might make it look like it's for like, you know, women to cream their face with and that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Or all kinds of, but there's no other. When we look at the real reason for that, is to create children. It's to go into the womb, the egg goes towards the womb and it fertilizes. The sperms go towards the egg and it fertilizes the egg. This is what it's for. So I think when all these guys you're talking about, when you're saying they need to pick choice, I think it's because no one's actually told them the importance of this stuff, bro. They've more been focused on I need to get some pom pom, I need to get some pom pom, I need to get that girl. She's sexy. Look at her big bum. Look at her big. That's what we're fixated on. We don't understand the whole point. Look, bro, you know, attraction is psychological, bro, but it's also a chemical. There's certain hormones that get triggered off. Certain, like, you know what I mean? Things that triggers our minds, like you know what I mean? When we see like breasts or we see like hips or we see like a woman with a nice bum, we can't control that, bro. These are chemical imbalances like that are just like things are triggering off. All these neutrons and these whatever it is, they're triggering off in our minds. We're thinking, I want her, but we don't even know why we really want her, bro. Do you understand? And I think a man who's strong enough to know why he wants her will look at the things that we said. Her mannerisms, her etiquette, her upbringing. What's her family relationship like? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Has she got mental illness in her bloodline? Has she got mental illness in her current family? Do you understand? All these things that we look at and we say, okay, you know what? Our ancestors did that and our elders did that. That's why they kept us on straight and narrow and made us think. Because if we went with our lust and we went with our raw emotions, yeah, those are the mistakes that these people are making, bro. They're not stopping to think. They're not stopping. Bro, listen. My wife, yeah, I had to really study her. She had to study me, bro. Like, really had to study. She had to study me. Like, I had to look at certain things that I could, like, you know what? I like that. I don't really like that, but we can work on that. Do you understand? There's a lot of things, like, it's, I don't know. I feel as if we live in a society where we don't realize how important these things are, bro. They're really important. So the men who don't, this is why I get the women who do get it.
You've got to remember the society we live in's got to have a sort of structure and a culture.
It used to. It used to. It used
not right
to.
now.
It used to. Yeah.
It doesn't right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a society with no structure, where is it? Like, where are they going? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where is it? What's their goal? What they're trying to achieve? You know what I'm saying? So I don't. But going back to the fatherhood thing, yeah, bro. See, fatherhood, yeah, bro. That stuff, yeah, it literally can make me smile from ear to ear, bro. I've had peas. Man's done stuff. Man's been Miami. Man's been DR. Man's been everywhere. Man's been. You know what I'm saying? Man had the nicest whips, jewelry, you know what I'm saying? Man's done my bridge. Anyway, bro, see, like, when my son first dropped, even like when my son first dropped, like, when I walk, like today, I come back from work, Daddy, and they'll run up to me like, you know, they ones there. You know, they ones there. Yeah. First thing in the morning when they wake up and stuff, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, it's like, I got my second son about to turn 1 next Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my wife, we talk about it. It's challenging. This is why most men don't want to be there.
For real.
The sex part is fun. It's fun, you know. Who doesn't love sex? You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't like to get their rocks off of them things there? Do you know what I'm saying? Who doesn't like to fold something over like a beach chair? Don't do it as a man. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, that's just a tiny fraction, a tiny percentage of it. What comes after that? Yeah, like. A lot of people use sex for pleasure and stuff, which is cool, but that's not really what it's for. We all know what it's for and stuff, yeah? But when you've gone that lane, that avenue, yeah, and and a baby comes out of it, yeah, bro, it's a manly thing to look at. That's a manly thing to do whatever you can to look after that seed.
This is why we were made the way we were made, physically stronger and to protect. That's what it's about, bro. Do you understand? You don't leave them out for the wild. You don't leave them out for the wild.
Bro, imagine, yeah, like, see me, I've been through so much stuff in my life, yeah, but like, it's like the resilience that my parents put in me and them things there. And yeah, it's just again, that goes back to the relationship thing as well.
Yeah.
And people they don't have enough resilience for the relationship.
Yeah.
Man just want, listen, what I'm saying, everybody wants the pleasure, nobody wants the pain.
Yeah.
That's why the man then will they'll mash a woman.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Whatever problem comes after, she don't get a period or whatever problem. Even when girl want to go out to eat and stuff, man, a lot of men don't want to really cater to that because they're like, no, you know, my gal,
bro, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what you just said, yeah, about, you know, like it's our duty, it's our job, yeah, and resilience and all that, yeah.
It's manly. That's the man thing to do. Sorry.
Yeah.
I watched one Andrew Tate thing, bro. I swear down, Andrew Tate. I don't know. I don't really hate him. I don't like him or nothing. I watched one video when he's saying, "Oh, how can you call yourself a man and be in the yard playing with your kids? That's some bitch shit."
Yeah, Andrew Tate, sometimes he talks nonsense, man. He has some moments.
God.
I don't want to go down that road, yeah, because I don't want to talk about him.
People are listening to him.
I don't want to talk about him because he's a different topic. But the point I'm making is, yeah, I've had to cut off certain friends who I don't respect for the way that they've carried themselves in certain scenarios. Like friends, bro, look, what I'm saying may sound like a nerdy thing to say, but this is me and I don't give a damn what nobody says. I can't be friends with a man who cheats on his wife and I know about it. You got to hide that from me. Because if I know about it, I can't be friends with you. And the reason why I say so, if you cannot give her loyalty, and that's the woman that you lay with, that she trusts you more than anyone in the world, and you should trust them more than anyone in the world. If you can't give her that loyalty, I'm just your friend.
Oh, we're gonna have to like
on the real. No, bro, listen. I'm just your friend, bro.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So if you can't be loyal to that person who deserves the most loyalty to anyone in the world, because that's your partner,
I know
who
exactly,
am I to you, bro?
I know exactly what you're
I will start
saying.
to question our friendship.
I know exactly what you're saying. You're right in your stance.
I will question our friendship, bro.
That's how I am, because I don't like. What's the point of cheating and stuff here? Like, if you don't like. Anyway,
listen.
I listen.
I'm a man, right? I'm a man, so I'm gonna keep it funky. The temptation to look is there. The temptation to touch. Exactly. That's where you have to be real with yourself and say, who's really lusting that? Is that me? Or are those the chemicals? You understand?
See, what you just said about the brethren thing, yeah? That's actually another good point as well, yeah. But I wouldn't do what you would do, because, like, at the end of the day, yeah, I understand in this life, everybody, listen, we've all got our own paths to walk in life. We've all got our own, like, I might get money. I might have got money 20 years ago and you're just getting it now. Some man might have got it but some man not getting it. In fact, basically, my point I'm trying to make is like, nobody in this life does not make mistakes. Yeah, like, just because you can see his mistakes and he can't see yours right then doesn't mean
that I'm any better, basically.
Yeah, and the reason why I say this is because, like, as mad as you can be, yeah. Have you ever had a brethren? Yeah, I've had it before. Yeah, have you ever had a brethren? Him and his girl fall out, his girl call you or whatever, and they start beefing, and then, like, you're trying to, like, take people's sides and stuff, and then they get back together again. Then you're sat there looking like an idiot, like an idiot. You know that one there.
Yeah.
My point is, yeah, I've learned not to get involved, especially when it comes to love and relationships. I've learned not to get into. We don't know. We don't know what going there.
Yeah, but bro, that's not the same thing I'm saying.
I'm not gonna get involved.
That's not the same thing I'm saying.
Some man might be married. I got Asian brethren. They're married and stuff. Yeah, some of their marriages are like arranged marriages.
Yeah, you get that a lot.
A lot of men. Not my brethren,
but what I'm saying is though, yeah, but bro, that's based on circumstances. We know, I've worked with a lot of Pakistani and Asian men, Indian men, who have honestly just said to me, look, I don't really love her. It was an arranged marriage. We have children together. I'm just doing my thing as a father.
But like you just said you've never heard your mum and dad argue and stuff, yeah? Yeah. Bro, there's loads of parents who just stay in the yard. They're still married, but they're just for the kids and stuff. And they go out and do their own thing. But as far as people know, they're still married. And you might see a man think, right, he's cheating. But we don't know what
but you know,
people are going through.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
I can't sit there and judge a man because, bro, all I can do as a brethren is say, bro, like you say, if it was you, I'd be like, Drazzy, look, I don't think you should be doing that, you know, rare. But I also know as well, one thing I know, as much as we love our woman, there's a lot of man, yeah, it's gay stuff, but they're more man's man. Do you know what I'm saying? They love their woman, but they will show 100 times more loyalty to their brethren than they would to their woman, even though they're married to their woman, and that's the person they're in the bed with every night.
Yeah, but let's be honest.
A lot of men are just gay like that.
But bro, let's be honest. See, men who think like that, bro, I don't think their friendships are real friendships because they're not being actually real with each other, bro. They're not. They're encouraging each other. And I'm the kind of friend, I'm not going to hang out with you because we're men's men.
What do you encouraging each other in terms
All right,
of what?
so look, if you like, listen, let's give a scenario here. Let's say, for instance, you're cheating on your wife and you're constantly just like telling me about this thing, showing me that thing, and look at this thing that I'm linking. I'm not going to lie, bro. I'll start to lose a bit of ratings for you as a human being, bro. Because I look at the blessing you've got. I look at the situation that you're in with this woman that you love. You got children with. She's got a rock on her hand. You're married to her. And yet you're so deceitful to her, like you're so two-faced to her. I'll start to question, where do I fall into this loyalty then? You understand? Yeah, bro.
I hear what you're saying.
As a friend, I would naturally try to encourage you to not let that be your downward spiral, because that stuff is only going to lead downwards. Because, bro, at some point you're going to get caught. Your in-laws are going to find out.
That's like, I don't know if this is a good analogy or not, but let me know if it's not. It's cool.
Yeah.
That's like, people that give money to like homeless people, and they're like, oh, but they should be doing better things with it. They shouldn't be buying drugs and stuff with it and stuff like that. Bro, you just have to let people do what they want to do, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, that's all gravy. Do what you want to do, but I don't want to be your Cody. I don't want to be your homeboy around that shit. Do you understand? Because look, bro, I've been in friendships where the girls called me to ask me where we were, and I'm thinking, if I tell the truth as to like we were here or we were there, this will destroy it. So I've had to say things like, damn, what do I lie about? Because I don't know what he said to her. So he could be expecting me to say something else, but he's not giving me the 411 for me to say that's something else. Do you understand? I've had to pretend like my phone line is. I remember one time with a friend of mine, I had to pretend like I can't say that again. Hoping that he would message me and say, bro, say we were here or say we were there. And I thought, you know what, bro, you see, getting involved in that kind of stuff, yeah, it feels very uncomfortable, bro. Like, that's just me, the kind of person I am. I find it very uncomfortable to like be involved in those kind of scenarios. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to judge people for making mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. But bro, there's certain mistakes where if you're expecting your boys to give you fives up, high fives and spud you and say, yeah, you're the man, you're the G. I'm not one of those friends, bro. I'm that friend. While everyone's praising you, you see me in the background just like, he could do so much better. He could do so much better with the blessings that he's got. Because I'm that kind of friend,
I'll be honest with you. Like, a lot of people that know me, bro, trust me, my wife will tell you, bro, I'm like one of the most judgmental people on this planet. But as I get older and stuff, I just realize, like, I don't really care what anyone else does. Like, no, like, what, like, do you know when I was young, yeah, I was mad that I grew up in a mad religious family and stuff, yeah. And as I got older, I realized, like, these religious people, they're actually the worst people.
Yeah, very judgmental. You know what I'm saying? Very judgmental.
I don't judge anyone because we've all got our own demons, we've all got our own stuff, and I used to be like that. I just learned to like just literally. But I think what they eat don't make me shit.
Yeah, but I think you're mistaken what I said with being judgmental. I'm saying I just can't be. I can't be around people like that, bro. I'm not gonna be like, that guy is this and he's that. I just need to distance myself from that.
What if that be your guy from day though?
Bro, no, like I said, I will try my best to talk to the person. If they can't understand, then we're not kinfolk. Remember, everyone's got their tribe, right? Everyone's got their tribe. And me, if you're moving with a tribe, you have to be on the same page. Like when you see those South African hunters, yeah, the Bushmen hunting a lion, they walk in a line. They walk in a line together. And then what does the lion do? The lion sees that group and it backs off. If you don't have that kind of loyalty, that kind of like, you know, real fucking support.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah. You do understand, yeah? If you let's just say you got 10 brothers, yeah? All in the perfect situations with the perfect wife, house, kids and all that, rare. You do know we're all flawed as humans, right?
Yeah,
And
but that's
out of all them 10 people, I guarantee you, if half, if not more, will stray or still go and do something else that they're not meant to do. Because you know what I realize about human beings, bro? They're just never happy, bro. They're just never happy. Always looking for more. Always, greedy. Remember we were talking about this the other day? Oh,
greedy.
Greedy.
I found you.
Man don't know when to say, you know what? I've got this. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. But let me go back to the fatherhood thing, yeah? But I got a brethren, yeah? He's such a good dad. But his baby mums, bro, he's gone in.
You might not want to say that, bro. You might not want to touch on that. It's too close to home. Do you know what I mean? It's too close to home. But the point I'm making is, look, I'm not being judgmental. I'm not saying people don't have flaws. I'm not saying that I want to judge people for their flaws. I'm just saying I've been in that situation in real life and I didn't like it because it made me lose trust in my friend, bro. Because I'm seeing my friend, like, bro, if it look, what I want to say may sound a bit harsh, but it's the reality. If it's a girlfriend and he's doing that to her and he doesn't have no intention of marrying her, I would say to him, bro, okay, look, you're wasting this girl's time. But I won't judge him for the cheating. I'll say you're wasting her time. But when it's a woman that you've married, you're starting a life with, you're investing in, you've got friends of friends, you've got family members that are now interlinked because of in-laws at barbecues who meet his side of the family, and you know you've got a strong foundation, you've got strong materials woven tightly, and you're doing that, bro, if it comes out and I'm your friend, I look like a liar now, I look like a cheater now. And there's certain things I don't want ever affiliated with my name. One thing about me, I'm loyal to the soil, bro. I'm loyal to the soil.
But the thing is, no, you don't, bro. Like, again, I feel like I literally operate by this thing, like, what a next man eat don't make me shit. I've been in the same situation. If man gets caught, that's his business.
Yeah, like, but bro, you don't understand.
Did I know? No, I didn't.
Okay, because... bro, listen. You've got sons. Do you want your sons to have real friends or fake friends when they're older?
Obviously, real friends.
So would a real friend pull him aside and talk to him when he's fucking up?
Yeah.
Would a real friend give him high fives when he's fucking up?
But I agree.
No, I'm just saying, will a real friend give your son high fives when he's fucking up, bro?
Probably, obviously not.
Exactly. So when you made that analogy earlier about certain man and man's man, these guys are the friends that give him high fives for fucking up. Those aren't man's man. These are idiots hanging out with each other.
Bro, you got to understand.
No, bro, listen, I'm telling you how I think. I want the kind of friends that are so real with me that sometimes I look in the mirror and say, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Let me fix up. These are people that make people better men, bro. They make us better men. Like I said to you, when I first got married, I used to have certain arguments with my wife and I said, damn, I can never take back those words. My wife sat me down one time. She goes, there's certain words you can never take back. There's certain things that you do in life you can never take back, bro. Do you understand? So to me, it's like I need the kind of friends that have gone through these experiences like I have so that they can also be able to say, hey, bro, I've been there and trust me, it's not going to work out. I need friends like that, bro. I don't want friends who don't reflect and are just living for the moment and are gassing me up and I'm going to mess up my life, bro. Do you understand?
See, this is where we differ because no one can deter me off my path. Nobody. Like, I'll give you an example.
But bruv, you're not an example of what I'm talking about, bro.
I'll give you an example.
You're looking at my analogies and not understanding why I'm using them for. You're not understanding. You are not one of those guys that's doing that. So therefore, no one can deter you off your path. But if you were the example, the character I use as an example, and you were doing that to your wife, you yourself would deter yourself off your path. Would you not? Would you not realize, okay, this is not good for me?
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm not talking about you. I'm using these reference to men who think like that.
Everything you're saying, I agree with. The only part I don't agree with is, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not like just gonna just stand there. I will say stuff to my brethren, but it's still at the end of the day up to them. If we've got a solid relationship, a relationship like someone that is. Most of my brethren, I've known that we've been brethren since school days. Say I don't know, they got a wife now, they married their wife, and let's just say they are doing what you say they do. That's not going to change my relationship with them at all, because that's not what our relationship is based on. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not, when we became tight friends and all the things we've been through life, this girl was never there. She came later.
Yeah.
The foundation of our friendship was never built on that woman.
But you're not hearing me. You're talking like she's just some girlfriend. I'm talking about his life partner,
No,
bro.
even if she, bro, you got to understand this.
Bro,
No,
come on, man.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to disagree.
You know,
with this one, you know?
but Joyce, because you're not,
I agree with everything you're saying.
I think you're not truly understanding me. I'm not saying because of her.
Yeah,
It's not. She's just a vessel that's used for me to see his character. The disloyalness, the lies, the trickery to get away with it tomorrow and the day after. Now I'm thinking, damn, bro, if you're that good at that, where do I stand a chance? Do you understand me? That will plant a seed of doubt in my mind now. Like, raw.
I would more rate a friend that does that in my face than a friend that's doing that and you don't know, and then you find out you're like, raw, he's been doing that. No,
Yeah, but he's doing that to her though. He's doing that to her. He's doing that to her.
Bro,
So what makes you think because he's doing,
I
because
don't
he's
care
showing
about
you
my friend's wife like that.
No, I hear you 100%. But what I'm trying to say is, just because he's showing you that, but not showing it to her, that doesn't mean at some point you will be in the same shoes where he's not showing you that. That's where for me it's like a seed of doubt. It's like, boy, can I really, really, really see myself like hanging out with someone who I'm questioning our friendship because of the way that I'm seeing how they can't respect loyalty
based on their relationship with their partner.
Especially if they look, I've been dragged into certain things where certain people are lying. I'm being dragged into it. I'm thinking, no, don't try and tarnish my character. Because now, bro, listen, if I was someone who loved lying and loved like watching my back with lies and thinking sharp about lies and that, yeah, believe you me, birds with feather, we can flock together all day. Do you understand? But I'm not
throw this out. I want you to do a poll on it.
I'm not. Guys, let us know what you think. But bro, I'm telling you, I'm not that kind of guy. So therefore, my thing would be, don't drag me into that. So from when you know that you can't drag me into that, bro, that seed of doubt is already in my head. I can't like, bro, listen, man. I don't know, man.
Bro, I'll give you an example. I went to a stag do years and years ago. Yeah, it was like my brethren's. It's like everyone was kind of connected. Long story short, yeah, it was in Ibiza, some boat party or whatever. Yeah. Long story short. Someone's done some snap story or whatever, but all the man was in the pool chatting to the girl or whatever. I was already with my she's not my wife, but she was my girlfriend at the time. I was already, every man was chatting to girl. Do you know what I'm saying? When them times it was jewels up, Louboutins, all that stuff. Blood, I already knew I had my girl. Bro, put it this way, when my girl, I didn't even know that I was in a snap, but she said, yo, my God, when I got back, the girl was hugging me and kissing me. I was like, what's wrong with you? Oh my God, I saw the snap. You weren't talking to no one. But my girl loves me because she knows my character. I'm not one of those kind of guys, bro. I'm not. If I'm gonna do something, I'll do it with check.
That's not the same, though. Huh? That's not the same, though.
No, my point is, yeah, everybody that I'm with, we're in Ibiza, bro. Naked, half naked gal around us, bro. Man are linking gal. Bro, we're staying in the same villa. Man are mashing gal next to me, bro. The brethren are there. I could have been on one of them things there. But my point, the reason why I'm making the point is because the next man's action will not infiltrate mine.
But you're not hearing me though. That's not the same scenario. That, bruv, you're using the example.
No. I know what you're saying about your brethren and what they them having the disloyalty to their friend, and you seeing that.
Yeah.
It's a flaw in the character. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but the example you just used, you just said that they are out there, they're mashing, doing all that stuff, but it doesn't affect you because you're not going to do that same thing. That's not the same thing I'm saying. I'm saying if there's a friend that is married, has a lifelong partner, is in a serious marriage, wife, children, all that stuff, and is blatantly lying to his wife all the time and expects you to support him with his lies.
No, that's different.
But that's what I said to you. I can't be friends with someone like that, bro. I've had to walk away from a friendship like that because...
That's different because you just say...
I said. I didn't say girlfriend. I didn't say girlfriend. I didn't say none of that. But bro, even if they're not expecting me to take part of it and they are showing off to me and saying, yeah, I've got this thing and that thing and I look at his life, yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, like, I'm not the most religious man, but I genuinely do believe God gives us certain blessings. And I don't toy with certain blessings, bro, because, bro, the example that we gave before about our fathers, my father and my mother split up because my father was a serial womanizer. My father died a lonely man, bro. For the life he had with my mum, I'm talking like vibrant skin, glowing, energy. Life was good. My mum was good because she had me and my brother, so she had companionship. Then she met a next man, and the two of them died together, right? And the point I'm making is, my father never found no one.
But I got a brethren.
My father never found no one. And you know what's so crazy? My father always cheated with women that were dependent on him financially. What does that say, bro? You understand? It's a power trip. It's a power trip, bro. Do you understand? You want these women to act like they care, but you know the reason that they really only care is about the money.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
They're a bit, not sensitive. I'm not trying to like. But how do you your dad's story? Is it your mum that told you your dad's story?
No, I like I said, my father was still in my life. I talked to my father he passed when I was in my 20s. Do you understand?
But all the womanizing and stuff.
Oh, bro, that's not, bruv. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. You mentioned before about your stepmom blatantly not liking you, but acting like she likes you. My mum left me and my brother in Ghana with my dad for a year, and for that year, he moved the next woman in the house. This woman would sit in my mum's chair, would chat with him the same way, or watching movies, and she wanted us to play family. Right now. Not gonna give this woman I'm not gonna discredit her. Besides her being a home wrecker, she was a lovely lady. I can't lie. She didn't really show us any animosity. And I'm someone I could always pick up on the vibe. I could always read when someone didn't like me. I had chicken pox. She looked after me. I think in her mind, she loved my father so much she wanted to play mummy. You know what I'm trying to say? Like she was clearly a very like, you know, motherly woman, but it just wasn't my mum. But my father still moved into the house for that year. And my mum, every time she said, "Oh, I'm coming back to Ghana," she would leave. And my mum would be like, "Oh, okay, my flight got cancelled. I'm gonna have to wait 1 week." Then she'll come back in. It was a back and forth. It was a back and forth thing for so long. So eventually, my mum actually came to Ghana, and all my dad's other children from the different wives, all of them came together and said, "We got to tell mummy." And we told my mum, and my mum was like, "That's it." This is when the story started coming out about all the other women. Okay. Because I only saw the wives. So all of us lived together in one house. Me and all my sisters and my brothers, there was about 14 of us. We all lived together in one house. So I never knew those women outside of the wives or outside of the marriages. I'm trying to say, it was when when obviously my mum said she had enough and we moved back to the UK, because we moved to Ghana to stay there. We moved back to the UK. That's when uncle started telling me, auntie started telling me, people who before would say these things around us, and we wouldn't pick up on it because we were kids. Now we're older, we're hearing the stories, we're hearing this. Bro, my dad, they used to make a joke about my dad saying he was such a womanizer that if the goddess of all women came to tell him to stop, before she would finish her sentence, she'd be in his bed. That's how much of a womanizer my father was, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? And bro, I have those qualities. I have those skills. Before I met my wife, I've had many women in my life, but I never was ever fake to them. You understand? They always understood what their position was. Do you understand? I met my wife and I said, right, this is me. I'm settling down. And I've always promised that I'll never be nothing like my dad. So even with girlfriends, I was honest with girlfriends. I didn't even need to. There was no reason for me to be loyal to girlfriends, but I was always honest saying, look, this is just you and us doing our thing. I can't give you 100%, but let's just enjoy the ride. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's why I said me, I don't know what it's like. I'm loyal to the soul. I don't know what it's like to like, okay, let me mess this person up. Because I've seen, like I said, I've seen my mom say, oche, 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 oche. I've seen her say that to me and it hurts, bro. That's my dad. You understand? And I've seen her struggle to make sure we're good. You understand? You know, so to me, it's like, I can't create a child, give that burden to a woman. I can't take a woman, bring her into my home. Her mom and her dad have given her to me, right? You're responsible for her now, and I'm there cheating on her, lying to her. Bro, I can't do those things because I understand the mental strain it has on people. I can't have a friend and lie to my friend if his breath stinks. I can't have a friend and lie to him if he's not fulfilling his truest potential and he's not trying to get a job. I can't be friends with a waste man. I can't be friends with, like, I'm one of those friends, yeah, believe you me, I understand what companionship means, what a union means. Whether it just be like, you know, we're work colleagues or we're good friends or we're best of friends or we just share the same taste in movies so we go cinema together. I've had all types of friends, but I've got all types of friends. I'm telling you, for all different reasons, yeah? And one thing they'll all say is, I'm real with them. And I expect that back from them as well. If I have a seed of doubt, I believe you me, and I try to like tell you about it and you're capping and it's not making sense what you're saying, I can't go back on that, bro.
Mm.
And that's why I'm saying, me, the kind of man I am, bro, if I've got a friend, I'm trying to sit him down and say, bro, what you're doing is wrong. Like, trust me, like, this woman's a good woman. Find out what it is that you're lacking. If you're not happy, divorce, but don't be doing this because you're going to mess her up. And you can't see what I'm saying, bro. I don't want to be part of that destruction. Because it's real, bro. It's real. Kids get affected, bro. Kids get trauma. Kids sometimes can have mental illness because of that stuff, bro. Bro, I've got a cousin from East London, yeah? I don't even want to, like, get personal, but he don't trust women whatsoever, bro. Whatsoever, bro. He does not, because he saw all the things that his dad has done with women that were his mum's friends, aunties that used to come to the house and pat him on the head who are actually having affairs behind the mother's back with his dad, bro. So he's seen someone's like irresponsible character has affected him. His father's irresponsible character has affected him.
He doesn't trust all women.
He can't, because some of them were actually friends of the mum. Went to the same church, cousins, all that stuff, and the dad was mashing here, left, right, and center, left, right. So your lust, yeah, your rage and your desire for these women, you gotta stop and think, how is this affecting my son? I don't think we think deep enough, bro. How's it affecting my daughter? All these girls out there who don't trust men. Do you think that their father's lustfulness for so many women did not mess them up? Of course it did, bro. What I'm gonna say, yeah, go on. What I was going to,
I don't think it's always that straightforward, or you know what I'm saying.
And it doesn't seem that straightforward because you have so many distractions that don't let you see what's really. Look, smoke and mirrors, bro. There's certain things you just got to look at it for what it is. It's really that simple. Maybe it's the way my mind works. Yeah, I can see things for exactly what they are. All the other elements that try to distract me, I can just literally weed them out the way and see exactly what the goal is. The goal is to fight on the temptations, to fight and make sure you have willpower. Bro, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be perfect. There are certain women I see and I think, God damn. Wow. And I'm a married man. I can say that with my chest, bro. My wife can be angry all she wants, but it's the truth. And every man who's married has had one of those moments where you think, whoa. But what do you say to yourself afterwards? All right, let me just be real with myself. What am I going to get out of that? Headache, lies, hiding. Bro, I got a friend called Oliver, yeah?
So raw, man's using government names.
But with him, it's happened, the divorce has happened and everything. He don't give a damn, right? His wife divorced him after, I think, like 6 years of marriage. It was an amazing marriage. He even says it himself, yeah. That's one of his biggest regrets. But at the time when I was warning him, he used to always say to me, yeah, bruv, just because your life experience, yeah, doesn't mean that it's the same for me. I never had a dad who did that, so I don't have to worry about being lonely. I got it like that. Do you know what I mean? The other day he was saying to me, bro, I got 2 kids. And when I tell women I got 2 kids, they don't want nothing to do with me. But your 2 kids are with a woman that you were once married to, you're divorced. It's not as if you got bare baby mothers, it's your ex-wife. But some women ain't trying to hear that, bro. Now he's finding it difficult to come off the market, bro. To find a true life companion. Bruv, do you know what a life companion is, bro? We're talking like someone that you can talk to, chill with, be vulnerable with, be insecure with, be confident with, watch movies with, read books with, like, make life decisions. What house should we buy? Why are we buying a house? Is it because of the kids' schooling? Is it because of good area with no violence so the kids can have good friends? These are real decisions that we're making in life, bro. How can you do that with someone that you're not loyal to, bro? That's what I'm trying.
I don't know about that.
It doesn't work, bro. It doesn't, bro. You said earlier, yeah, about you mentioned, what did you say? You said you're talking about like I'm trying to remember the analogy you used. You said something along the lines of how can it work if there's no, you said something earlier, how can it work if there's no I can't remember, but it was basically along the lines of basically if you guys don't have the same views, the same perspectives, it can't work. Yeah, bro, it's, you talk about chaos. How can it work if there's no order? That's what you said, if there's no order. Bro, you can't have order with people who don't have trust for each other. I'll give you a perfect example, One of my favorite shows is The Walking Dead. You know why I love The Walking Dead? All of them had each other's backs. All of them. And anyone who came into the fold that wasn't real and was shady, they they sniffed that person out quick because they knew what real loyalty looked like. Now, look, as a team, look how much they accomplished. They survived and most people were getting killed by the zombies.
I've never seen it.
It's an amazing show, bro. It literally, bruv, it shows you what loyalty, it shows you what honesty, it shows you what being on the same page can get you. The pyramids weren't built by people who said, I'm going to go over there, you go over there. And I'm going to do my thing and you do your thing. They were built by people who came together and said, we're going to be over here. You understand? It takes the same mindset, and it takes a collaboration, and it takes like trust and honesty to make it work, bro. Do you understand? You can't build nothing with different state of minds, bro, unless you're willing to put them aside and communicate and make all those state of minds become one collaborative thought.
Yeah.
That's what a marriage is, bro. So if you're loyal, if you're disloyal and you're dishonest, that's no longer a marriage, bro. It's some kind of like pantomime now, bro. You're hiding behind the stage.
Like I said, everything you're saying, I relate to, because obviously that's how I live my life. But again, I'm still on that thing where like, each to their own sort of thing. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you 100%. And that's the reason why I said I distance myself from those people, because I have that each their own mentality. As long as it's not around me, I'm not gonna be like, oh, each their own, but you're still my boy. No, each their own. I'm gonna do me, you do you. You understand? That's where I agree with you, but I have a different style of dealing with it. Me, bro, I've cut off like maybe 2 or 3 friends in my life who had that mentality, who were like,
bro, trust me,
you know.
Yeah, some of my brethren wouldn't be brethren with them. I got one of my guys. Shout out to him. He's got 5 kids, 5 baby mothers.
Yeah, I couldn't. To me, I'll be honest with you. To me, a man like that, it would be very difficult for me to pretend as if I respect a man like that, bro. It would be very difficult for me to like my face would show that you've made poor decisions. A lot of poor decisions.
He's got to live with that.
Yeah, but I'm trying to say, but that's what I'm saying. Because I wouldn't want that kind of energy or that kind of mentality around me. You can be my colleague, that's cool. You can be any other thing, but not my friend. You understand? Like, I with me, bro, like, listen, I've got very few friends, and the reason why is because I've got I got a VIP nightclub, bro. I got a VIP nightclub, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's one of those clubs where it's like, you can't get in if there's certain things that you're on, bro. That's just how I think, bro. That's just the real talk of how I think.
See with me, yeah, all through life, I've always been like that. I just see someone's heart. I see the best in someone. Well, I just see someone's heart rather than... Bro, I've had some really, 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 really good friends, and I remember people used to say to me, oh, back in the days, why are you hanging with this guy? He's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. Bro, when I was down, when nobody cared, these are the people that were there for you. No one cared. So I don't really care on... I don't know. Anyway, let's talk on fatherhood.
No, but we still talk about fatherhood. We still talk about fatherhood because you need to be a solid mentality to be a father, bro. Like, all this stuff that we're talking about, these are the kind of life lessons.
I feel like... See, if you are you saying if you cheat on your partner, you can't be a good father?
Well, if you want, technically yes, because if your child finds out, how do you think they'll perceive you?
No, but
that's all part of the fatherhood, bro. How would your child perceive you, and what kind of influence would you have on them? They'll think it's okay to do it as well.
I feel like as a man, depending on where you are in your life and stuff, we wear different hats in it. So, like, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a wherever I am on my job. You know what I'm saying? Content creator. Just depends on what kind of space you're in, innit?
All right, can I ask you a question? If your son, let's say you're a grown man chilling with your son, you're just sat on the front porch, and he comes to Dad, yeah, look at this thing I've been mashing, and you've been to his wedding. You understand? You're probably his best man at his wedding and everything, bro. And he's showing you all that. What life lessons would you teach him? Yes, son. Oh, that one's banging. Oh, yeah. What life lessons would you teach him?
Obviously, he's telling me you don't want to be doing things like that.
And why would he not want to be doing things like that? Because you can see the value. You can see the value in the woman that he's got. You see the value in the household that he's got. You see the value in the family that he's got, and that outweighs all that crap, isn't it?
Yeah, but it does. But if he carried on doing it, it's not going to change my view on him.
Yeah, he's your son, so it's different. But the point I'm trying to make is
no. But even no. Hello?
He's your son, so it's different. But the point I'm trying to make is, would you be proud of him? Knowing that at some point...
I think I'd always be proud of my son.
No. What I'm trying to make is, if your son was blatantly on the
I wouldn't be proud of those actions.
Exactly. Okay, you've worded it better. You would be proud of those actions, right? But as a son, you would never stop being proud of them, which is true. But you'd be proud of those actions. So why is it that you as a father will be proud of those actions, but you expect his friends to be proud of those actions, or expect the kind of boys around to be proud of those actions, bro?
Again, I'm gonna go back to it. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. No, I hear you 100%. But you just said to me, we'll be proud of those actions, right?
Remember when I told? Bro, listen, yeah. Remember back in the days when I told you when I was homeless, I lived with crackheads and stuff, and the man.
Let's just get clear. You weren't a crackhead. You weren't a crackhead, but you lived with crackheads.
Yeah, I lived with crackheads. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting there, bro, inhaling the crack fumes with these guys and all them things there. If I wasn't a strong person that I was, I would have took a hit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just not that kind of person.
No, bro, you're not hearing me. You're still making it.
I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. But where we're lost is that would not change my friendship.
I'm not saying bro, look, this is not making anyone, no one can have that much of an influence on me for me to change who I am or to change their perspective of them unless I want to change my perspective of them. So if I want to ignore certain things, I can, right? But innately inside of me, it'll be very difficult for me to respect somebody who I don't trust their loyalty. I don't trust them to be loyal to me. It's natural, bro. Like all the greatest men who've conquered the world, they chose the right generals. They chose the right, people to lead their armies. They don't just pick people because it's that's my friend. They pick the right people for the job. And I'm that kind of person. I look at friendship the same way. I pick the right people for the job, bro. Because this life that we live in.
But I don't feel like I agree with you. Oh, this might be the main thing, the main podcast.
I agree with you.
I agree with you, but again, I'm on the thing where remember when I said a second ago, I feel like people wear different hats. Yeah. Just because what my friend is to me as a friend, he's going to be different when he's with his work friends, his wife. So my point is, I can't judge him on what he's doing with his wife because he acts differently in two different spaces. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So I can't say, because he's doing this over there, then he must be doing. It's two different. It's two different characters.
Bro, what you're saying makes sense. There's some men who beat their wives. I'm not gonna look at them. One day he's gonna beat me. You understand? So I'm not saying that what they're doing is a direct kind of indication of what they can do to you. But there's certain aspects of our character that, bro, I'm sorry, no matter.
But that's why you disown them. That's why you would disown them, though, isn't it?
No. I would disown them as a friend because there's certain aspects of their character where if I try to get them to see it and they do not want to hear what I'm saying, I naturally can no longer, but I don't know what it is. I try my best, but I naturally can no longer be around people who lie a lot. I naturally can't be around people who don't want to make any investments in business, who don't want to try and step up. Bro, I'll be honest with you, I find it so difficult to be around people. And I'm sure there's people who feel the same way about me because there might be people who have a certain perspective on life and I don't meet those standards, you know what I'm trying to say? But I just can't be around people who make excuses oh, bro, I'm broke and are depressed and make excuses about being broke. Bro, listen, we have 24 hours in a day. We have a brain. We have an understanding of whether it is that we're blessed or not. I like to look at, sometimes I'm driving to work, I think of my wife and my daughter, I think of my house, I think of the lifestyle that I've got. I'm like, damn, I'm blessed.
But what you forget but we're not all, everyone's not born equal. Everyone don't have equal circumstances.
And that's why I said I choose my tribe. I understand that. Yeah. I understand. I'm not expecting everyone to be like me, bro. I'm not. Because I'm not like everyone else. Like I said, there are people that will look at me and think, this guy talks too much or this guy doesn't talk too much.
But you've got certain attributes and talents and characteristics that maybe obviously led you to where you are now and got you through life. And do you know what I'm saying? You're very successful at your work and what you're doing and stuff here. So that's obviously that's something to your attribute that's your character.
Right, I'll give an example, Fred.
But someone else could be in exactly the same position as you, but they don't have the same, and you're saying to them, you need to do this, and they just can't.
Fred. The whole point of this conversation is about Black fatherhood, marriage, right? Black fatherhood, marriage. I'm talking black here, right? Black fatherhood and marriage. Okay. Where has children outside of the marriage got in black people. Bunch of traumatized daughters, bunch of traumatized sons. People are even saying marriage is a joke now. There are women who say there are women who've now say I don't need no man, and I get it because they've probably got uncles who are waste men, dads who were waste men, brothers who were waste men. Broke this woman's heart, had 2-3 children with her, broke that woman's heart, had 4 children with her, and just go through life like it's normal. We're not animals, bro. Do you understand? So you see someone who can, like I said, take all the weeds out the way and see it for what it is. This is destruction, bro. This is confusion, it's chaos, it's mayhem. It's not systemized. It's not logical, bro. These are emotions overruling logic in every single circumstance, bro. She got a fat booty. I gotta smash it without a condom. Now I got HIV. Oh, fuck. Oh, now I got 3 or 4 kids of her. Oh, fuck. I should have thought about that when she got pregnant the first time, but I didn't because her booty's so fat. I'm going to go back again, and now I've got child number 2. I got child number 3. And guess what? We ain't married. So now she's one day going to look at her life and say, how did I get here? I'm not married. This man's got so many kids with me. Now she's going to want more from you. Man, you're just someone I had kids with. I'm not going to give you more than that. Now she's going to say, damn, this is what my mom and my dad raised me for? To be this kind of woman? Because remember, she might be young, sexy and attractive. You might be lusting over her, but one day she's going to wake up and get older. And I've got friends who girls have walked out their lives because they've realized they're not going nowhere with these men. But at the time, because the man was lusting for her, they mistook that for love. I've seen men, the same thing. Certain women are around them, and then they're expecting a relationship, but the girl's giving them every kind of excuse, and they realize they got a man on the side. Where is all this stuff getting at? That's what I'm trying to say. So me, because I understand exactly what my goal is, it's not a matter of like,
that's respectable.
Bro,
that's respectable.
Look, with me, I dodge the devil every single time. I can see the devil coming from a mile away, bro.
It's very hard to dodge the devil every single time, but yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, I see the devil coming from a mile away.
We live in a devil's world.
But but I'm just saying to you, like, some of the things that I know that could have destroyed me, that could have destroyed my marriage, that could have destroyed my relationship with my daughter, could have destroyed my relationship with certain friends. I saw the devil playing a part in that, bro. I've seen it. I'm telling you, bro. So for that reason, I know that I'm blessed. The fact that I know I'm under attack so much, I know I'm blessed, bro. So because I know I'm blessed, I try my best to avoid any reason for God to say, I'm going to take those back from you because you don't respect them. And you see, when God takes that back from you, bro, I'm sorry, but your life is finished. Like I said, my father died a lonely man. You know, my father's body was in his bedroom for over a week and nobody knew. I'm telling you, bro. I've seen what the devil can do to people, bro.
Put it this way. I know someone that used to, or is it, who was telling me? I think it was my wife. Someone that used to work in a nursing home. You know where the old people are? The old people's home?
Yeah.
And they say, all the men always die lonely. Nobody comes to visit them. Yep. Whereas the women, their children will come visit them and all that.
Good men, their children come to visit them. Good men, their children will come to visit them, especially the daughters. If you're a good man to your daughter, she will come to visit. She'll wipe your ass. She'll wash you. She'll wash you. Look, bro, I can't say it's always the case, but 9 times out of 10, look, let's be real. There's certain things in life, that are most common and more likely to happen especially if we generalize it, it's still more likely to happen. If you're good with your children and your children respect you, they will come to visit you when you're an old man. Like I've seen, look, you're talking about nursing homes. I have business in nursing homes. So I go to nursing homes from time to time because I have business there, and I've seen certain familiar faces constantly coming to visit their father, and it's mainly girls. It's mainly girls. And you hear their children going, grandpa, grandpa, because that love is an influential image on that little girl. You understand? Bro, listen, we are the leaders of the household. If we can't control ourselves, then what's the point? If we can't sail that ship, anyone can come and grab the wheel and turn the ship any direction they want it. We are the leaders of that vessel, bro.
Yeah, even that. Anyway, I think we should wrap this conversation there. See, even that when we said we're the leaders of the household, literally, we came out of a woman's clutches. Where are you leading? I understand what you're saying. We are the hunters because we're strong.
We're the leaders.
Yeah,
we're the
I
leaders.
suppose
It doesn't matter. We could have came out of a rock, bro. It's just the way God has designed us. Women want assertive, sure, confident men. Even when you're at your lowest, you only want her counsel so she can boost you back up to lead, not so that you can be on the same level as her. It's to boost you back up to lead.
Mad, yeah. When you say women are leaders, I feel like women are much more.
I didn't say women are leaders.
Oh, I mean, men are leaders. See, I feel like women are mentally stronger than women. They can take pain better than mentally stronger than men. They can take pain better than men. They can go through like a lot more strenuous, like having given birth. All them things there, a lot more than men. The only attributes that we can say, yeah, we got superior to a woman is strength. Literally, that's it. That's it. Women are even smarter than us, bro.
I think we all have our ways of dealing with pain, but I don't think no one could.
Bro, most man, me included. If I get cold or something, I'll be in my bed like a little bitch, but curled up like a little fetus and shit. My wife will nursing me. My wife will be sick. I won't even know. She's looking after kids and all them things there. Like, bro, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I agree with you.
I want to know what people's opinions are and stuff, but I feel like women, I
agree with you. I agree with you, but I think everyone has a part to play. And I think the way we think as males, especially if like you've got like a strong mind state and you know that you are now responsible for others, so you need to be even stronger. That's where I mean the leadership comes, because she'll have her strengths, but she's expecting you to be the one to deal with it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Bruv, it's natural. Why do you think it is that women have the power to select the man? The man can't just select the woman. A woman has to decide if she wants to go on a date with you. She has to decide if she wants to spend the rest of her life with you.
Oh, that's a whole nother conversation. I don't want to get into that one.
No, but that's what I'm trying to make. But
I've got a different belief on that one. It starts where you meet a girl, I meet a chick.
Yeah.
You see a banging girl, because obviously we all got
attraction is good. Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah. I see a banging girl. Boom, 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 boom. I like you, let me take you out. Try to take you another cup, wherever. Go to eat and them things there. Try and impress her slowly. Then I try to get to bed her, innit? As soon as, in my life experience, let me know, people, guys, your life experience, women, your life experience. As soon as man and women sleep together, more time, especially if you can mash as well, the sex is good and them things there, the tables get turned overnight. And I feel like with gal, as soon as they give you the crutches and stuff, they feel like, oh, you owe them something now. So it's almost like, that's why they feel almost abused when you like kind of use them, and it's like, oh, you just wanted to use me to beat me in them things there. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they feel like they're giving you such a sacred part of them. But
they have.
At the point of the sex is where the tables turn. That's my point. That's how I see
it. With me, it depends, because if you're the kind of man where the woman respects and kind of like knows, like you know what time it is, you know what you're on, there will be no tables to be turned in the first place. Do you get where I'm coming from?
No.
With me, if games are getting played,
there's no tables turn. With every single woman I've been with, tables always turn, bro. I always start off like a man, innit? You start off liking a girl, very rare, and then before you know it, bro, I've had some dedicated women out there, man. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just my way as well, but I know I have a way with gal. I'm more of a man that like, I just have a way. I have a way where I could talk. I can sit there 1-to-1 with gal or woman and talk to them, and we can go places.
All right, but all I got to say is, me personally, the whole tables turn thing, I've never experienced it. I've never experienced a woman trying to use her, reproductive organ to try and make me feel like I should submit, or I should, because it's just not going to happen.
No, they're not using it. I'm just saying how women are. Once they give you the crutches, it's almost like, if you don't have no intentions with them after that, they feel used. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's a big thing for them. For man to sling their wood, it's nothing.
Yeah, but like I said to you, do you hear what I said earlier in the conversation? I'm honest from day. I could tell a woman, this is all this is. And I've said it from day. So if they start saying, you're not giving me this, you're not giving me that, I've already told you. I've always been that way. I've always been that way, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You're a rare individual.
No, do you know what it is, bro? Because I'll be honest with you, yeah.
I need to tell bitches I love
find
them
it.
and shit.
Nah.
I'm joking.
I find it difficult to not have a real conversation with people. That's the reason why I can talk to a lot of people, and if you ask anyone else about me and you research about me, they'll say, yeah, I like him, he keeps it real. That's the one thing that they'll always say about me, because I find it difficult to hang around people who I know I'm lying to hang around people who I don't respect, but I'm hanging around with them. If I don't respect you, you will see me distance myself from you. So anyone who will say to you, you don't really kick it like that, it's because I don't want to kick it with you. I won't beg for friends. I don't beg for friends. You know what I'm trying to say? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm the kind of person, I don't know. I've never lied to a female I've been with, bro. That's real talk. I've never lied to a female I've been with. I don't need to, bro. I don't need to. You and I are not girlfriend. I really like you, but I like you in a sense where I want to get to know you.
Even in your younger years, you didn't lie at all.
But that's probably the reason why I didn't get as much as most men, because in my younger years, girls didn't get it. I'm talking about when I hit like 18, 19, 20 and women started to like mature a lot more and get where I'm coming from. I told them straight, listen, I'll be honest with you. I don't want a relationship. I think you're better suited for another man who sees that value in you, sees that amazingness in you.
School cupboards, bro.
I don't know you that well. I'd like to get to know you. Let's see where it goes. But if it doesn't go, I don't want you to be angry with me. And more time, they'll realize, you know what? He's been honest with me. He doesn't know me. So how can he give me something that I want when he doesn't know me? And eventually, when we realize it ain't working, we just shake each other's hands and we keep it moving, or we carry on doing what we got to do. But that's how I've always been, bro. That's how I've always been. That's how I've always been. Always been that way, bro.
It's very unique. It's very unique. It's very unique. Because I know most man, I keep it real, I keep it funky. I lie. Like when I was on a dating scene, man lie. And then I got to a certain point where I used to lie when I was young. I got to a certain point where I was getting money, doing my thing, and it's like, now you got to impress me now, like, sort of thing. You know what I mean? It was like Shark Tank. I was like Simon Cowell to the gallem. I'll be like, that'll be a no, thank you. You know that one's there?
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
You know that one's there? Goodbye. You know that one's there in a taxi. Goodbye.
Now with me, that's my weakness, bro. Because, bro, I'll be honest with you. There was a time where I thought I need to tone down my honesty because I wasn't getting that much play. But then when I said, you know what, F it, man. The ones that do respect, I have long relationships with them anyway, and we just do our thing. So I'm good. Maybe I'm not meant to have 2 or 3 here and there. Maybe I'll have that one for like 6 months, a year, 2 years, and then boom, we just carry on doing our thing and move on. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So to me, it's like, that's just always been my strategy. Just keep it super, super real. If you like me, you like me. If you don't like me, and more time, because I was being honest with myself and being honest with them, they liked me because it was refreshing. Looking back now, I can see it. By the time I couldn't see it, I was just being honest. But now I can look and see how that would make certain.
Bro, I was a liar. I was a liar. I was telling, bro. I was capping so much. I had more caps than Cam Newton and them things there. I was capping. Oh, I started a new era. Listen, capital letters. I was capping so much out of that one. You know that one's there?
I started a new era. Oh,
anything to get the coochie?
Oh, man. Jeez.
Listen, as a young man, that was your mission. Go out there in the world and come back and bring some fresh coochie home. No? For the slaughtering.
Oh, man. Jeez. Oh, man. Hey, yo, listen. Guys, listen. Let us know what you think.
Oh, that was a good way to wrap it up, man.
Let us know what you think. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Share this video to the world, man. And those of you who are not subscribing, make sure that you do. Share it as well. Get the algorithm popping, man. Do you know what I mean? And don't forget, we have that podcast coming soon. Me and Fred, we're still working on the name. It's going to be out there soon. But for now, show love, baby. Show love. And let us know what you think, man. Let us know what you think. And keep it funky. Keep it real in those comments, man. I don't want to hear no, like, beating around the bush. Keep it real. My brother, listen. Blessed.
My bro.
I and I Rastafari. Yani.
Oh, come on, Rastafari. We'll holler tomorrow. Get me Rastafari. Tomorrow we'll holler in the
All right, brother. Listen. Blessing.
Love, my G.
Right,
bless,
bro.
man.
Bless.
Love, bless.